one of us. We're highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Hello, those of us on Facebook and Instagram, and hello to those of us still trying to connect on, I don't know why this is so, still trying to connect on YouTube. Anyway, we're all highly welcome. Welcome to every one of us. Today we're going to be looking at the dangers of belly fat and their natural remedies. Let me see if this can move a little more further away. All right. Okay, we're all highly welcome. As we wait for this to connect, we'll just go ahead with what we're doing. All right, so we're looking at the dangers of belly fat, okay, and their natural remedies. First of all, we're going to be looking at what is belly fat, and then when we finish describing what belly fat means, belly fat, visceral fat, they are all the same, okay? And then we're also going to be looking at subcutaneous fat, differentiating subcutaneous fat from the visceral fat, and then we will now go ahead to look at today the symptoms of visceral fat, or if you're really having what they call that big tummy, okay, that is dangerous. And then from the symptoms, we talk about how you measure it. We look at how you measure it. I wish I can move this so that everything will be at the same spot. We look at how you can measure it, and then after looking at the measuring, then we're also going to look at ways we can decrease this, okay? We're going to look at ways we can decrease this. You just grant me a few minutes. Let me still go ahead. I hope I'm not going to get out some changes here, because I don't want to be looking up and down. Since I'm beginning to have issues. Well, of course, you know that even my page, I also train people on how they can, when I talk about my global influencers. If you join me live, you can greet. Hello, how are you? Good evening, Ada, Ebem, how are you? So my network is having some serious issues on my app for going live, so I'm trying to improvise as you see me here, so that we can still have the best that we can today. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right. So I'm going to still, people will just keep calling and calling. All right, anyway, we're all highly welcome. God will help me. This thing should not just mess me up today. 1 second, everyone. Oh my goodness. 1 second. Some days are like this. Everything wants to give way, but you shouldn't allow your day to be spoiled by circumstances which maybe you can control that you didn't control, or circumstances that you cannot control. Whichever way it is, all I know is that today we will go live and it will be really successful today. All right, so I'll see how much of it we can now. So those on Instagram, those on Facebook, I hope you're still on. I don't think we'll be able to go live on YouTube today. Instagram, how are you? Facebook, how are you? So I just wanted to be sure everything is okay. All right. Okay. And Instagram, maybe I should move it further, or you just stay. So I'll be doing like this. See, this is Instagram, this is Facebook. All right, so we're all highly welcome. Welcome to every one of us. I'm having issues with my laptop, so it's not connecting. Okay, so I'm going to just check those who are talking on Facebook right on the screen, and on Instagram right on the screen. Let me just bring this nearer. Okay, so we are good to go. All right, so like I said, today we're going to be looking at today dangers of belly fat, that's visceral fat, and their natural remedies. What can you do to prevent this visceral fat? What can you do to remove this visceral fat? What can you do to prevent and remove? Remember that prevention is better and safer than cure. Thank you all for joining me. If you've joined me live, you can greet, so I can welcome you to this evening's broadcast. I shouldn't be too confident with all this, my final. You're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Ada, welcome to this evening's broadcast. Ty will love it. You're highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. So when we talk about belly fat, one basic thing we should know is that too much belly fat can increase your risk of certain chronic diseases, okay? Obesity is a major issue in the world today. We all know it. And you know, the bad thing is that it's not just about adults. Children are becoming obese these days, okay? And you know, obesity is not good because some research suggests that we may need to change the way we look at fat, okay? We need to change the way we look at fat. Historically, we used to, you know, talk about body mass index, BMI, a lot of people just talk about body mass index and the rest of. Oh, that reminds me, I have not actually shared my broadcast to the pages, okay, because of the issue I was having. So as we're talking, I'm going to be sharing to some of the pages so that we'll be able, others can be able, will be able to join us. So a number of times in those days, what we usually talk about was body mass index, and then they will tell you, okay, you need to check your body mass index. How do you check your body mass index? You do that by checking your weight. Okay, you measure your weight, find out what your weight is, then you now measure your height, find out what your height is, and then your weight and your height to do some calculations. I can remember in those days I used to do, you know, those calculations free of charge for people. I'll tell them, chat me on my WhatsApp number, and if you chat me on my WhatsApp number, I will do that calculation for you, which I'm also telling you today, it doesn't really take much. If you chat me on my WhatsApp number, +234-703-5151642, +234-703-5151642, I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to be calculating what your body mass is, and then be telling you. But you know, that's in those days, that's what one would always, you know, talk about. Body mass, what's your body mass? That's what one will always just tell you about. But the issue is this, the truth of the matter is this, it's not just about your body mass, it's more than your body mass now. Because it's not a matter of your being fat, it's also a matter of where are those fats distributed. It's absolutely very, very important. If the fats are distributed or are in the places where it will really matter, where they are not bothering on your organs, they are not disturbing your organs, you know, you can manage and just be still doing, you know, trying to get them down and going on your own way. But when it's visceral fat, when it's bothering on very important areas of your body, especially for those of us who are now in our middle age, okay, when it's now on your midsection, of course, you know that on your midsection, that's where most of your organs are. So when the body fat has stored there, that's when there is a problem. And that's why it's absolutely important for you to share this video to every middle-aged friend that you have. Share this video as we are live now, so they can come up live and ask their questions even as we are live now. It's absolutely important for you to be able to share love and bring in a lot of people to join us this evening in this discussion. And even if they can't join us now, they'll be able to watch the replay when the replay is playing. Hello, Abimbola Agbaje, how are you? You're welcome to this evening's broadcast. We had a little delay with logistics. So I've left the tech to now the normal way, the simple way we started some years back, just with my phone, no tech, nothing. And I think Instagram might be having to, they will have to repost later on YouTube, because YouTube is having issues right here. I just pray the network goes on well with all the other devices, okay? All right, so like I was saying, you need to be absolutely sure where your fat is being deposited. It's very, very important that you know where the fat is being deposited, and that's what determines when we talk about belly fat. Now, belly fat, of course, is the fat that is not good in those areas around your belly that now begins to give you that apple-shaped shape, okay? That now gives you that apple shape, okay? That is not good. It's not good at all for middle-aged people, okay? So it's absolutely important that you listen and you share. Okay, I'm going to make this large enough so I'll be able to see those that are live from time to time when I come up. All right, I've already greeted those who have joined me live already. Love it, you're welcome. Amaka Cyril, you're welcome. Amaka is one of my 100 influencers, and she's building her brand. I'm sure in 6 months' time, when you see Amaka, you will not know she's the one. Hello, Abimbola Agbaje, it's been a while. How are you? Lizzie, Adeleke, Molly, Isabel, you're welcome. Adebum, you're welcome. Taiwo, love it, you're welcome. I think I've greeted you all before. All right, so like I was saying, this visceral body mass index is not even what we're talking about now, okay? So, but there are some lifestyle changes that can help you concerning your belly fat. So, but let's look at belly fat, or called visceral fat. Visceral fat is belly fat found deep within your abdominal cavity. Deep within your abdominal cavity. It surrounds important organs, including your stomach. It surrounds your stomach, it surrounds your liver, it surrounds your intestine. I have a picture. I wish this is not off, that I'm using my phone now. I would have just shown you a picture of it. Because of the issue I'm having, I'm using my phone to go live now. Okay, I would have shown you the picture of it. Maybe next time I'm coming live, I'll go on a 3D and I'll be able to show you the picture. Okay, so visceral fat is not good at all. Belly fat, when real belly fat, is not good at all because it surrounds important organs. Okay, it's actually different from subcutaneous fat. Okay, subcutaneous fats are just below your skin. Just below your skin. That's fat that helps to keep you warm, you know, helps to keep you good. But visceral fat is actually very dangerous to our health, and diet and exercises and some other things we're going to be discussing. We're going to be looking at 10 ways we'll be able to naturally remove the dangers of that visceral fat, natural remedies for them. Now, visceral fat, like I said, is a type of fat that lies deep within your abdominal walls and it surrounds your organs, okay? Too much visceral fat can be dangerous to your health. It can be dangerous for your health, okay? Visceral fat also is called active fat. Hello, Frederick, Cesar, you're welcome. Good evening, excellent evening. You can tell me where you're calling in from, which city, which nation are you calling in from. Just put it there so I can also greet you from your city. Hello, Patricia Madi, you're welcome. Now, I say that visceral fat is also called active fat. Why? Because it plays an active role in how your body functions. Visceral fat is very important on how your body functions. So too much of visceral fat can lead to serious health issues such as diabetes, heart diseases, stroke. Visceral fat is not good at all. Even arthritis. Visceral fat can also lead to arthritis. Hello, Olajoke, how are you? You're welcome. Welcome, Olubukola. You're welcome to this evening. You're from Akure. Wow, God bless you. Thank you for all the way from Akure. Now, let's differentiate between visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Subcutaneous fat is the fat that is stored just beneath your skin, okay? Anywhere you find your skin, there is a kind of a thin layer of fat there, okay? It's the kind of fat that can pinch between your fingers also, all right? And but visceral fat is different. Visceral fat is found behind your abdominal muscles. Your abdominal muscles on the midsection, and it cannot be seen. Sometimes when you pinch your skin, okay, and it comes down, you see something whitish there. That's subcutaneous fat. But the visceral fat is not, you can't see it, okay? Because it surrounds your stomach, it surrounds your liver, it surrounds your intestine and other important organs of your body, okay? So visceral fat and subcutaneous fat are both types of belly fat. Even on your fat, you can find it, but then subcutaneous fat is not dangerous at all, okay? Now, how do we know that you have visceral fat? A growing belly is the most obvious sign of visceral fat. Okay, when you just find out, even when people are slim, they don't need to lose weight, but they just find out that their stomach is bulging. Okay, so if the stomach begins to bulge, you know that you're suffering from visceral fat. In fact, some studies show that if you have pot belly or apple-shaped belly, okay, then you have visceral fat. So that's the symptom or the sign that shows you. So now, what causes visceral fat? What are some of the things that happen or that causes visceral fat? Okay, hello Blessing. Blessing is from Lagos. Thank you, God bless you. Ngoziara, good evening, how are you? Wow, Frederick is from Sierra Leone, Freetown. I've been to Freetown before. And then they moved us with helicopter from where we stopped at the airport to Freetown. Am I right, Frederick? And I enjoyed that helicopter because it was flying low on the sea. Then once I also went with the ferry. I went with the ferry where you enter with your vehicle and everything inside. So we drove our vehicle inside and then we came out and went up the deck. Oh, I enjoyed myself in Freetown. Frederick, Cesar, hello, welcome from Freetown. All right, so what causes visceral fat? Genetic and environmental factors determine the amount of visceral fat you collect because it's a collection. So your stomach is the tax collector of visceral fat. Genetic determines your body shape and how your body stores visceral fat, okay? So many times we are not the ones that determine the shape of our body, whether my daughter will say that you're endowed up or down. Whether you're endowed up or down is not your making when you're born. It's something that came from your generation, either that you're having the shape of your grandmother, your grandfather, or whatever. Okay, I have the shape of my mom, body shape. All right, so genetics will determine the shape of your body, but environmental factors such as diet, exercise, would play a key role as well on your body shape, okay? Now, if you're into exercise, you're well shaped, you're looking good and fine. And again, poor diet that is very, very high with fatty foods and carbohydrates such as sugar. And again, inactive lifestyle, if you're not moving, if you're in one place, okay? This will provide the building blocks to increase your visceral fat, okay? It will just provide that building blocks to increase your visceral fat. But stress, again, is another factor. We're going to be looking into details about these ones. Stress activates that hormone in your body called cortisol. And cortisol, when it's more, it activates your body, your body fight or flight response. And then it will trigger the storage of more visceral fat in your system. So it's absolutely important for you to look at these things, and that's why we're going to be looking into details about them. Now, what's the simple way that you can measure your visceral fat? The only really precise measurement that is harmful on your abdominal fat is through what we call advanced imaging method, either CT scan or MRI scan. That's the one that will tell you absolutely correctly what the measurement of your visceral fat is. But you can actually get a general idea on how your abdominal fat, how much abdominal fat you have, by a simple waist circumference measurement, okay? I had done a video on that maybe like 2020, I think, or 2021, I think 2021. So you can go down my page. Once you put visceral fat measurement or fat measurement or something on Aging with Grace, you're going to be finding that. All right, I've not even put my phone number here for us, so I think I should put my phone number. Hello, Thirsty America. Hello, how are you? Where are you calling in from? So I'm going to put my WhatsApp number now for us. My WhatsApp number. I don't have time again to do measurement for people just like that. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 5151642 +234 703 5151642. So you can chat me on my WhatsApp number. And again, I want to thank all of us that have been inviting people to my page. We are over 50,000, close to 51,000 now. Thank you to all of you for all you do, for throwing that invite. And every day people come in and they say we love what you're doing. So I'm so grateful to you all that have been key to that. All right. So I was saying, to measure your visceral fat, all right, you can just measure, take a tape rule, okay, on the upper part of your hip. Place it and measure above your hip bone, okay? You get the measurement. That's, and you breathe out and then check the measurement. Then you measure like measurement of more than 35 inches for a woman or 40 inches for a man indicates increased risk for developing heart diseases and type 2 diabetes, because that means your visceral fat is high. So what do? You will take the measurement of your circumference, okay? Like I said, go on that page and get the details. If we don't even have much time again to that, I won't be able to go through that. Now, generally, what food causes visceral fat? What are some of the foods you need to run away at first mention? Okay, you need to run away from trans fat. Don't take trans fat if you want to prevent visceral fat and if you want to reduce visceral fat and trim your belly fat. Refined sugars, absolutely no weight. These things I mentioned, it should not even be in your kitchen. Trans fat and sugar, refined sugar, shouldn't be in your kitchen. Then you need to reduce your sodium, okay, the amount of salt you're taking, and go away from processed food. Reduce as much as possible. Trans fat are artificial fat that can increase your storage of visceral fat. Very, very artificial. And baked food, processed food, fried foods, and some dairy contain trans fats, okay? And so you should also limit your soda intake, candy intake, and other foods that are sweetened with partially hydrogenated oil or high fructose corn oil. You need to, reduce and stay away from them, okay? So now we're going to go through 10 ways quickly that you can reduce your visceral fat, okay? I'm going to be telling you some lifestyle changes you need that can help you reduce your visceral fat. Number one, anyone, hey, hello, Grassel Wellness is also one of my, she's on Instagram there, also one of my influencers, and also one of those that are building their personal brand. And then I have Ndigi and Bakari. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. Join Vincent, you're welcome. Festy America, like I said before, I think I've rated you before. Welcome. So 10 ways. Number one, eat plenty of soluble fiber. Now we have soluble and insoluble fiber, but take more of soluble fiber, okay? Because soluble fiber absorbs water and then forms a gel that will help slow down your food as it passes through your digestive system. That's why soluble fiber are good. Studies actually show that this type of fiber, the soluble fiber, promotes weight loss, and it also helps you to feel full, and then you naturally eat less. So soluble fiber are absolutely important. In fact, my company has one soluble fiber that we make, Forever Fiber. So for those of you who don't know how to prepare your meal, you can't go through the process of trying to measure, know what type of fiber do you take. This fiber is absolutely very, very important for you. It's dietary fiber, water soluble, and fiber supplement. Very good. It comes in stick. So you just take one stick, open it up, put it in a bottle of water, shake it, and then it's enough fiber for you for the day, okay? And again, fiber also decreases the number of calories your body absorbs from food. In fact, they did an observational study with 1,100 adults and found that 10 grams of, including 10 grams of soluble fiber in their food every day, help them to reduce the belly fat gain by nearly 4% over a period of time. And you know what? This fiber I have here gives you 5% of soluble fiber that you need every day. It's very, very fantastic, okay? So make an effort to consume high fiber foods every day. And some of those foods you need to add is flaxseed, okay, citruses, green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables like cabbage and and the rest, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, avocados, legumes like beans and blackberries, okay? They are actually very good for you. Then number two, avoid food that contain trans fat. I've already talked about it. Trans fats are created by pumping hydrogen into unsaturated fats such as soybean oil, okay? They are found in margarine, all those spreads that we have, and often many packaged foods, okay? And this fat can be linked to inflammation. When you begin to notice inflammation, it can be linked to heart diseases, insulin resistance that will lead to diabetes, abdominal fat gain, that's this visceral fat we're talking about, okay? When you take a lot of trans fats, that happens, okay? So be very, very careful about that. And to reduce belly fat, to protect your health, you need to read labels. It's absolutely important that you read labels. I've always told us this: when you take any food you want to eat, go to the supplement nutritional facts and read the labels. It's very, very good for you, okay? Anytime you see trans fat, run away. Hydrogenated fat, run away, okay? And sugar, added sugar, run away anytime you see all this in the labels, okay? Number three, don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is not good for you. I don't need to go much here. In fact, cutting down on alcohol will reduce your waist size, especially for men. Love your husband. Make some juices and drinks that can replace alcohol for those of them that are taking alcohol. Ginger, make ginger for them at home. Make moringa drinks for them at home. Make some spices that can help entice them when they are eating food, so that they will forget beer and go away from beer. Beer can kill. That's the truth of the matter. And then it increases visceral fat. All right, so number 4, eat a high protein diet. Eat a high protein diet. Protein is an extremely important nutrient for weight management and also controlling your belly fat. High protein intake increases the release of fullness hormone called PYY. That fullness hormone will decrease your appetite and promote fullness, okay? So protein also will raise your metabolic rate and also help you to retain muscle mass during weight loss. So when you take a lot of protein, you'll find out that when you're losing weight, it's not going to be very flabby. Your muscle will be firm, okay? And they've done some studies also and found out that protein tend to have less abdominal fat, okay, when you take it in your diet, plenty of protein in your diet. So make sure you include good protein source to every meal you're taking. And I mean every meal. Even if it's in the morning and you say, oh no, I cannot start in the morning and start eating meat, and start eating, take eggs, take our plant-based milk replacement. That's our Light Ultra. That Light Ultra is very, very good. It will give you enough protein. Take your white meat, your skinned chicken, take your fish, okay? They are very, very good and they can help you. Number 5, reduce your stress level. You need to reduce your stress level. Stress can make you gain belly fat by triggering the adrenaline glands to produce cortisol, which is also known as stress hormone. Cortisol is stress hormone. And research showed that high cortisol levels increase appetite and then drive abdominal fat storage, okay? So with some women, when they already have large waist size and they now produce cortisol in response to stress, you will find out that their waist size will begin to increase. So increased cortisol will also add to weight gain, and especially in the midsection, okay? So to help reduce your belly fat, engage in pleasurable activities that will reduce and relieve stress. Laughing, meditating, you know, we call it the Gambian attitude. We traveled to Gambia the first time we traveled to Gambia, we've been there like 3 times. The first time we went to Gambia, and then we were at the airport, everybody was just doing laissez-faire. They were not even bothered. So we were like rushing, you know, Nigeria rushing. So by the time we got to our host, and we were not asking them, they said, here Gambia, it's called Gambia, no problem. So you just take it easy with laugh. So laugh, meditate, have fun, have time that you rest, okay? So that you can remove stress. One of my global influencers that I'm training, Chama, that was with me last week, of course, she was with me on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday broadcast. She's into stress, okay? Because she had worked in the bank for quite some years, and so she understands stress. So I'm training her on how she can reach other women and other men to help reduce stress in their life and better their life. That's what we do in Global Influencers Club, okay? Making you use your passion, your talent to reach other people. And while you're doing it, you're making money on top of it. All right. So number 6, don't eat sugary foods. At this age, what are we doing with sugary food? Hello, Adebowale, you're welcome. Where are you calling in from? Welcome, Sarah Opochini. Stella is from Italy. Sarah, how are you? Well done. All right, so sugar contains fructose, which has been linked to several chronic diseases when consumed in excess especially. And this include heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and fatty liver disease, okay? So they did an observational study and they showed the relationship between high sugar intake and increased abdominal fat also. So it's important to realize that more than just refined sugar, eating it just like that, having that fun, it can lead to belly fat gain. So healthier sugar are better, okay, such as real cold pressed honey, like the one we have in Forever Living, okay? you should use it. But even when you're using honey, please use it sparingly. Don't add so much honey in your food, okay? Willow, how are you? How are you? Well done, well done. Willow, God bless you. Now, number 7 way that you can reduce your abdominal fat or prevent belly fat or manage belly fat, or one of the natural remedies of belly fat, is doing aerobic exercise. Hello, princess. Blessing, how are you? Doing aerobic exercise, okay? Aerobic exercise, also called cardio exercise, is an effective way to improve your health and also burn calories. Cardio, okay? Studies also show that it's one of the most effective form of exercise for reducing belly fat. Like, I have my ball, you know, close by. Let me just do small exercise, bouncing on my ball right now. Boom, boom. Okay, so I have my ball. Aerobic exercise is absolutely very important, okay? Results, you know, actually show you that high and moderate intensive exercise are very, very beneficial to you. Even just having your ball and having your fitness ball exercises. In any case, the frequency and duration of your exercise program are also more important than the intensity. So it's not just having very high intensity, so much you sweat for a short while, okay, and then all your bones are aching you. It's better for you, instead of having 15 minutes that you will sweat and you're doing so much exercise and then you're sweating and all your bones are aching. It's better to have like 1 hour of moderate intensity or low intensity that will take you for a longer time, okay? It's good. In fact, one study found that postmenopausal women lost most of their fat from the visceral fat when they did aerobic exercise for like 300 minutes per week compared to those who did 150 minutes per week. So the longer time you can spend on moderate exercise, it's better for you than having shorter time of high intensive exercise. So go on moderate exercises, but make it longer. It's better for you, okay? So aerobic exercises are good. And I even have mine. Okay, I'm going to be telling you about that very soon when I get to that. Another kind of exercise that can help you. Just have fun. When I also talked about stress, this also will help remove stress. Just right there when you're watching your television, you're with your children. My ball is always beside my office here, so I just change it. The days I work in my school office, I carry my ball. Okay, so all right. Then number 8, cut down on carbohydrates, okay? Especially refined carbs. Reducing your refined carbs intake can be very, very beneficial for your losing your fat, including abdominal fat. Diets with under 50 grams of carbohydrates every day will cause your belly fat, you know, especially for overweight people and type 2 diabetes people. It will cause it to reduce very, very well. And especially with women who have polycystic ovarian syndromes, okay? You don't really have to follow a very, very strict low carb food, but just make sure you're having fun with that a little carb. And there are so many, you know, some of us, we don't even know that there are carbohydrates in so many of the foods we are eating, and we think they don't have carbohydrate, like beans. Beans has a lot of carbohydrate. Cabbage, even cabbage has carbohydrate. So all those things will give you that energy that you need. So we need to cut down on our carbohydrates. Some research suggests that simple replacing refined carbohydrates with unprocessed starchy carbs may even improve your metabolic health and reduce your belly fat. So have your food whole grain, okay? Don't have all those ones they've processed. Like I tell you, there are simple ones you can do at home. Like if you're making your pap, don't remove all the chaff. Allow that fiber, because it's that fiber that will help that food to digest very well and not make the starch to be stored. Okay, so don't remove it. When you're cooking your beans, your moi moi, your akara, don't remove the chaff. Okay, because you know how you know when they talk about glycemic index, they're going to measure the amount of fiber in that food, and they subtract it from the amount of starch. That's what makes it go high or up the, you know, glycemic index. In fact, there is this famous heart study that they did with people that consume highest consumption of whole grain. Okay, and they found out that they had 17% less of excess abdominal fat than those who consumed higher quantity of carbohydrates. Then number 9, perform resistance training, weight lift. And of course, you know I have a simple one here also. I have a simple exercise strength training exercise, okay? I have my ball right in my sitting room, right in my office. Okay, resistance training, also known as weightlifting or strength training, is important for preserving and gaining muscle mass. Like I always tell us, those of us who want to reduce our Christian mother's arm, it's very, very important that we do some of these exercise, because based on studies involving people with pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, resistance training may also help to be beneficial for losing the belly fat. In fact, one study involving teenagers and overweight teenagers showed that a combination of strength training and aerobic exercises, led to greater decrease of visceral fat. So get your dumbbells, get your exercise ball, and have fun, okay? You'll be able to get these three that we talked about: reducing stress, aerobic exercises, and resistance training exercises. So if you decide to start lifting weights, it's a good idea to get, advice also on how to do it, and watch those that have the medical cases for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't mind me. I love having fun. All right, number 10, avoid sugar sweetened beverages. Avoid sugar sweetened beverages. Why? Because they are loaded with liquid fructose, which can make you gain belly fat, okay? So this actually showed that sugary drinks lead to increased fat in the liver. They did one 10-week study and found that significant abdominal fat gain in people who consumed high fructose beverages. Sugary beverages appear to even be worse than high sugar food. Because I told you when I was leading some women in losing belly fat and losing weight, don't drink in your calories. You can go and be avoiding calories on the food you eat. Then you now go and drink in those calories, okay? Why? Because your brain doesn't process liquid calories the same way that it does solid ones. So you're likely to end up consuming too many calories later, and then you're storing them as fat. That's why it's not good for you to drink your calorie. Hello, Princess Blessing, you're welcome. Priska Amadi, you're welcome. How much is the ball? Chat me on my WhatsApp number that is pinned on the screen, +234 703 5151 Hello, Willow, thank you. Ngozi Chukume, good evening, welcome. Ngozi Stanley, welcome. Hello, Mahao, how are you? Mahao, it's been a while. All right, you're welcome. Okay, so your brain, like I said, does not process liquid calories the way it does food calories. So to lose belly fat, it's best to completely avoid sugar sweetened beverages. Completely remove them from your fridge, okay? Soda, punch, sweet tea, sweet juices, alcoholic mixers containing sugar and things like that. Avoid them completely if you want to lose belly fat. All right, number 11, get plenty of restful rest, okay? Or restful sleep. Sleep is absolutely important for many aspects of our life, including weight. Actually, studies show that people who don't get enough sleep tend to gain more weight, which may also include belly fat, okay? They did a study for 16 years using 68,000 women, okay? And then they now found that those who slept for less than 5 hours every night were significantly more likely to gain weight than those who slept 7 hours or more every night. How many hours do you sleep? That's the question I'm asking you today. How many hours do you sleep? Put it there for me if you can. But you know what? You need to sleep between 6 to 8 hours every day. Okay, the condition called sleep apnea, that's where breathing stops intermittently during the night. It has been linked also to excess visceral fat. You have those women who they have that sleep apnea. They are not really breathing very well in the night, okay? Then also sleeping at least 7 hours per night will make you have sufficient sleep. And if you suspect you may not be sleeping well or you're having sleep apnea, it's very, very good for you to handle it. I have a tea called Blossom tea that is absolutely very, very good. This tea is like a miracle, and also our bits and peaches. For those of you who don't like tea, if you don't like tea, get your bits and peaches. You will sleep like a baby in short time, okay? And it will also help you to have that good sleep that you need every day. All right, before I go to the end, I'll talk about briefly about exercise and summarize diet. If you're already having belly fat and you want to work on that belly fat, you can bring out 1 month. Bring out 1 month, and I'm going to help you through some exercise routine, diet routine, and lifestyle changes. Like when I talk all some of the things I've mentioned about sleep, about activities and the rest, and then but the supplements you need that can help you burn this fat and make sure you are free and absolutely free is what I want to show you right now. Okay, so we have like 6 of these supplements that can help you depending on what your lifestyle changes is. When you chat me, I'll be able to know which one will best suit you according to your lifestyle changes that you're having. Now I want to start with probiotic. Probiotic is for everyone, okay? Probiotic is taken in the mornings, and probiotic will help with your gut flora. It will help with your colon. I talked about it on Monday. This is absolutely important for anyone who is middle age. Okay, it will keep ulcer away from you, keep diabetes away from you, give you good gut health, keep constipation away from you, also help you to cleanse out and do daily detoxification for your intestine and your colon and your system. So probiotic is very good. It's one of them that you need. Now, your farm is also good. It's not everybody that takes TAM. When you chat me privately, I'll be able to tell you whether you can take TAM or you cannot. If you can't take TAM, we have another one we replace it with. But this helps to increase your metabolism. It helps to give you good metabolism to be able to burn those calories. And then we have our Forever Lean. This is always in my bag. This is my companion every day. I take Forever Lean every day, and it helps to direct the way fat moves in my system, okay? The way whether fat limits fat storage and things like that is also very good for visceral fat and belly fat. Then we have our Garcinia. Garcinia helps to curb your cravings, and Garcinia also helps to direct your fat movement. And of course, our almighty aloe vera gel. So these are some of the supplements that if you're having belly fat, whether you're a man, you're a woman, you're a child, okay, that is obese, that is having issues, and you want to prevent, all those issues, this visceral fat, removal of visceral fat, these 5 supplements will help you absolutely very, very well to help you in managing those visceral fats, okay? Chat me on my WhatsApp number. They are going on 20% discount this period, and this will also help you whether you're fasting, you're doing a kind of weight loss or detox program. These supplements are also good for you. So from what we do about your tummies, a lot is out. The starting point is bringing your weight under control in general by combating abdominal fat in particular, and to regulate moderate intensity and physical exercises. I help you with that. So you do at least 30 minutes per day of exercise, okay, and up to 60 minutes if you're actually looking at burning those fats. Control your weight and also lose some belly fat. And then, like I told you, you do some strength training included in it, weight training exercises that can help you burn all those fat. There are so many exercises we'll go through with you. And then sport exercises such as doing sit-up, tightening your abdominal muscles. We do this with our ball. The ball helps you. I've shown you some exercises if you go down the page that can help lift you up and make it easier for you to do some of those cardio exercises and also those lift up. And of course, I've talked about diet. Diet is also very, very important. And if you're going to get these supplements that can help you with belly fat, I'm going to give you 2 free books. 2 free ebooks. The first one will show you the diet you can eat. I also have menu there that can help you with losing your abdominal fat. The second one will teach you how you can count your calories, so you'll be able to know when we're talking about taking low carb food, okay, because diet is absolutely important. And then another thing is your portion size, okay. We emphasize your portion size, okay. Remember when we talk about portion control, I have my portion control plate here, but I've not used it in a while. Okay, still okay. So we have our portion control: 50% of vegetables, 25% of good carbohydrates, okay, that are not just bad carbohydrates, and then 25% of your protein. That's your portion control. And another means we also use is intermittent fasting, which we're talking about also now. You also do your intermittent fasting. So you pay attention to your portion size, emphasize complex carbohydrates. When you're talking that your 25% of carbohydrates, you take complex carbohydrates and not simple carbohydrates, okay? Vegetables, whole grains, they are complex carbohydrates. Then you take your lean protein over simple carbohydrates such as bread, okay? Bread is simple carbohydrate, refined grain, pastas, simple carbohydrates, sugary drinks, they are all simple carbohydrates. So then you replace your saturated fat and trans fat with polyunsaturated and unsaturated fats. These are all the things that can help you, and those are the things I guide and counsel you through if you want to lose your belly fat also. All right, I'm going to take our questions now, and we actually call it a day. Remember, like I said, this year shorter videos. Hello Latem, how are you? Good evening. Good evening. How was work today? I know it's not been so easy for you, but the Lord is your strength, man. Okay, God bless you. Thank you for still popping in to join us. Hello Stella Julichuku, how are you? Excellent evening to you. So I'm just going to check if we have any questions, and then we call it a day this evening. So you can go ahead and ask your question, and please share this video where we talked about the dangers of belly fat and the natural remedies for them. So I just quickly greet everyone and look out for questions. Hello, me. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Ada Ebum, Taiwo Lovett, Amaka Cyril. Amaka is one of my global influencers that I'm training. If you know where she is, very soon she will start shining all over the world. So there is no excuse. Data is not your excuse. Internet is not your excuse. Having smartphone is not your excuse. As long as you are here, that phone you're using to watch me on Facebook, I can use it to train you to be a global influencer. No matter where you are in the world, we don't have to meet. We meet on Zoom, we meet on Google Meet, and I train you right there. All right. So if you want to be one of the global influencers, chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642 and tell me I want to be one of the global influencers, or I want you to help me build my brand. All right, Abimbola Amaje, you're welcome. Lizzie, you're welcome. Molly, you're welcome. Fedris, you're welcome. Patricia, you're welcome. Olajoke, you're welcome. Olabukola, you're welcome. Thank you for joining me. Blessing. Thank you, Ngozi Ara. Thank you, Sesai from Serenu for joining me. Fessi, Joy Vincent, thank you. Adebowale Ronke, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. I appreciate. Willow Child, you're welcome. Princess Oje, blessing, you're welcome. Patricia Madi, you're welcome. Just chat me Patricia on my WhatsApp number and I'll tell you the prices of the ball because we have different sizes. Ngozi Stanley, you're welcome. Ngozi Chuku Ume, you're welcome. Welcome Maho, welcome Joy Vincent. All right, Temilada says she sleeps for 8 hours. Fantastic. I clap for you for that. Fantastic. Make sure it's deep sleep you're having, okay? Deep REM sleep at that time. Hello Grace, you're welcome. Latem Colem, you're welcome. Binta Ifezuke, thank you for joining me. You're welcome. Stella Julichuku, welcome. Ayeni Oyebimpe, welcome. All right, so I don't have any question. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all. See you on Wednesday when we look at the food we eat, and the food I will give you some recipes that can also help you to crush belly fat very, very fast. Okay. Hello Regina from Brazil. Wow, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Share it to all your friends in Brazil also, so let them learn, and make sure you go like and follow my page, okay, so that you know when I come on live. Okay. Thank you. Happy New Year, Bimbo. How are you? Happy New Year, ma. God bless you. All right. I love you all. I appreciate you all for joining me. If you're not there and you're not chatting, it won't be as interesting as it's been today, and it's always been. And again, I want to say thank you for inviting and being one of those that helped us to grow 50,000 followers. Love you all. Bye. See you on Wednesday.